I think it is an honor, because I've always liked to represent Dillsboro and tell people about it. Oh,
You've
no.
done so much for Dillsboro, and we're so appreciative for that, Miss Brenda. It would not be what it is today without you, and I mean that
Everybody
sincerely.
says that, but I don't see what I've done. So
Because you cared and you loved it and you stayed. You've done a great job.
I
Miss
have
Brenda.
a crown.
You do.
Oh,
And you're
no.
yes. Oh, let's put your sash on first.
Oh,
Yes. And you'll hang on to this till the parade, because I want you to wear your sash and your crown for the parade. Look at her.
boogers.
That's great.
I'm Brenda Anders, and I've lived in Jackson County since 1978. I was born in Tennessee, married a man from Texas, and we lived there for 13 years. And he always wanted to come back to the mountains. So we came to visit in Tennessee one time. He went to a convention, computer convention, and he came back to my mother's house and said, if you don't care, let's go over to 𝐁𝐫𝐞𝐫, because I hear there's an opening over there at that university. So we went to the university and drove over the mountains, and it was lovely, of course. And so we went back home, and about 6 months later, he got up and he said, guess what job is opening? And I said, 𝐁𝐫𝐞𝐫, North Carolina. He said, how did you guess? And I said, because I've been thinking about that ride all morning and as I was cleaning the house. 2 months later, we were here. We lived here. It was a wonderful event. Dogwood Crafters is a craft shop that started in 1976, and a group of people from Jackson County interested in crafts answered a newspaper article that says, if you're interested in maintaining mountain original crafts, come to this meeting. So they came to the meeting and developed rules and regulations and started Dogwood Crafters. And at first they met at a store just on the next street. Everybody brought a card table and they bought what they were going to sell, and they sat around with their own cigar box and sold crafts. Pretty soon they got to realize that if one person would keep that store open, they could stay home and work. So that's how our shop rules started. We have volunteers that work every morning and every afternoon, and the rest of us stay home and do crafts. And that's the basic of Dogwood. And we started with about 12 members. I wasn't here then, but I got here as fast as I could in '78. And now we have 100 members. We're a nonprofit. We don't have a big bank account. In fact, we have to take up an offering when we have to get a new roof or new carpet or something. It's constantly. Wade Wilson was our first landlord and our last landlord. And he came to me one day, right there on the street, and he said, Brenda, I want you to buy this building. I said, we don't have the money to buy a building. He said, well, then get some. Go get a grant. And we went to the university and took a class on getting a grant. And the teacher in there said, I think you need to go to Asheville to and to these certain people whose name I can't remember right now, and get a grant. So we went there. We asked for $15,000, and he just kind of laughed at us. And he said, "That's pocket change. Go home and make a plan. Come back and tell me what you really want." So we came home and went back and asked for $65,000. He said, "You learn fast, girl." So to make a long story short, they gave us more than $100,000, and they fell in love with us and would call if they had extra hand money. And their extra hand money sometimes was $10,000 left over from this or that. Anyhow, worked, and the cost of this building was $350,000. And we had it down to $100,000. We went to our bank here, First Citizens, and they loaned us $100,000. Now that is just unbelievable that they would, a nonprofit store led by crafters, volunteers, and they gave us that. Of course, then we really started fundraising, having garage sales, and everything except the car wash. I promised them I wouldn't make them wash cars. And we raised that and paid it off in less than a year. So we own this building, every log in it, and that made me proud. And this building, speaking of the building, is a log cabin. It used to be a travel court. And we joined 3 of them together. Everywhere you see a chimney was a separate little building. People would come and stay here at night, and then it became a little apartment. And when we moved in, we just had this lower half. And as people moved out, we joined the cabins together, and we made it. We can't grow any longer. We have 12 rooms here, and that's it. It's important, crafting is important because the young folks now just don't understand the importance of crafts. At our last board meeting, I asked everybody to please tell us their age. And the majority of us are in our 70s and 80s, some in the 90s. And we're constantly searching for young people who can carry this on and who won't make changes, because we're not broken and we don't need to be fixed. You might have a good idea, but leave it alone until you know us in the shop and see how things really work. Give us a chance to show you how we work before you make changes. Well, used to, everybody that came in would buy a piece of stained glass. Our windows were full of them. But that lady who started out as one of the original crafters got out of stained glass because she had done it so long. She's now doing pottery. But I'll bet you there's stained glass all over the world from this shop, because number one, it's beautiful, it's affordable, and it can go in a suitcase real easy. And right now, it comes in droves. Sometimes it's soaps and lotions. And then the next year it'll be gourds that everybody wants. And this year it's woodwork. Everybody wants a wooden bowl. In fact, we had three big, beautiful trees here, and they were rotten from the inside out, and we had to cut them down. Well, one of our woodworkers came down and took all the wood and started making bowls, and wrote on the bottom of them what they were. They were the big dogwood trees. They weren't dogwood trees, they were maples of some sort. But he wrote on them that they had been here, and he sold them like crazy. I think it deserves to be in Dillsboro, because the people here a lot of them are, as we say, imports, but they settle in real fast to become real good Jackson County people. But like the store across the street, she's lived here all of her life, and she sells secondhand things that you wish you hadn't thrown away, even last year. And we have 2 stores like that, and we have a variety of stores. And now we have a real big variety of restaurants. And the town is just 2 blocks long, but you can stay all day here. And it's just a good place to come and relax. And you're 3 hours from Atlanta, 3 hours from Knoxville, and 3 hours from Charlotte. So, and you meet so many good people. I don't have children. I have lots of nieces and nephews. And my house is known as Camp Aunt Brenda, because I bribed them when they were just 2 or 3 years old. Said, you come and stay with me and let your mother and daddy go on vacation, because they need a vacation from you. So they can stay a week or 2 at a time. And I say, it's just going to be like camp. So from that day on, I was known as Camp Aunt Brenda and Uncle Bob. So we were blessed with not having children, but double blessed to having lots of nieces and nephews. And now those nieces and nephews have children that are having children. So tells you how old I am. I started painting Santa Clauses for the light posts in town. And it's just a 2x4, I guess it's, I don't know. And I painted it red and painted the beard on it, and now every year they wait for the gentleman to come out at Christmas. And then we started painting scarecrows and dressing them up in old clothes. And so we try to make things not glitzy and electric. We make them homemade things because people like to come here and see the homemade decorations and things that we do. I like to see it much the same. Keep it clean, keep it planted, and but don't do a lot of changes. Now, that's not to say I wouldn't like to have a Chick-fil-A here because I love their frozen drinks. I don't mean to stop having good things here, but I'd see growth like that. The university will keep us growing, the train will keep us active, and the good stores in Sylva and Dillsboro will keep people happy. You just have to experience to love this part of the country. It's nothing fancy, but I'll guarantee you will leave with a good memory.